I'm going to blind taste test all my Jamaican rums side by side so I could see what the differences are and I could tell which one I like the best. I have 6 different rums from Jamaica. Jamaican rums are known to be funky and I seem to like that, but we'll see how it goes in a blind. See if I actually like the funky. Maybe the more funky I don't like and the least funky I do, or maybe the other way around. I have no clue, because I've never really blind taste tested these against each other. I got Appleton Estate Signature Rum. This bottle is empty. Just like all these other ones, I've got sample bottles over here. One of each, so I don't know which one is in which. So when I taste them, I'll be blind. In my experience, this seems to be the least funky of all of them, and more like just a normal rum. So I'll be interested to see if that holds up. Then I have Plantation Xaymaca. It is their Jamaican pot still rum. Planteray nowadays. And then the cheapest of the 6 is Navy Bay Rum. This used to look like a straight knockoff of the Myers rum, but they changed their label a little so it doesn't look as obvious that it's a knockoff of that. Then I just the other day bought this Smuggler's Reserve Jamaican Rum. It is a blend. It's 3 to 5 year rum blended. I believe it's pot and column still, but it wasn't that expensive, so that's why I picked it up. I thought maybe it would be a good value. We'll see. And then Smith & Cross. This is the highest proof. Most of these are 40% alcohol. This is 57%, and it's got a pretty high funk, if I remember right. And last is, I don't know if you call it Myers or Myers's. I didn't even notice at first that there is an extra S in there. So it makes me think of Gollum in The Lord of the Rings, Myers's. I think you're supposed to just pronounce it Myers Rum. So I'm going to move all these bottles out of the way and just start tasting them blind and see what happens. I think I'm just going to pick them out randomly. Smells pretty good, like not too funky smelling. Has a slight like glue smell to it. Other than that, it sort of smells like a normal rum. Maybe slightly like rubber, like floor mat. But it's got some nice rum smells to it too, like banana, a little caramel. It's got a spiciness to it. Not very funky. Just like a slight smoke. I like this. I think it's good. Well, let's go for something dark next. Color might not actually mean anything as for the flavor of the rum. This one is less sweet than the last. And now that I'm smelling this, I didn't even notice that the last one was slightly sweet. This one has a slightly more sour funk smell to it. And this has like no wood smell too. I might not have mentioned it in the last one, but there's a slight wood. Oak, maybe. Some kind of wood to the last one. Now this one's not as good as the last one. It is less flavorful. I'd say it's a lot less flavorful. There is a bitter finish to it. There's a funk there. Other than those two things, it's kind of flat. I would call the funkiness of this one more as like a tar. Then the other one was like a sweeter floor mat. These are flavors that you really don't usually taste, so I might have a hard time explaining them. Next one. Oh, this one smells way different than the other two. This one is pineapple, banana, not really much funk here. It has almost a dusty smell to it. Strawberries, just a hint of funk underneath all that. But it smells really good. Maybe it's blueberries, not strawberries. Oh yeah, it's blueberries. I really like that blueberry rum smell. Hopefully it comes in the flavors. There's one other rum I've tasted so far that had blueberries, and I really liked it. It's a little disappointing on the flavor. There's nothing bad in there, but it's a little weak. All those smells I smelt are coming through the flavor, but a lot more muted. The funkiness is in there in the background. This tastes really low proof. It's still good though. I'm going to have to say this is my favorite so far. Even though the flavor was a little disappointing as opposed to the smell, it smells great. What should we do? This one. This has the same sweet, dry erase that I get from bourbon, but it also has this other note that I can't put my finger on. Like an overripe, some kind of overripe fruit. But I feel like I'm smelling a very specific chemical in this one. The smell is great. It's strong. This has the strongest flavor of them all so far. I'm really liking it. I wonder if it's because it's the Smith & Cross and it's just less watered down than the other. This one is great. It's not overly funky. This really tastes a lot like a very strong bourbon. It's sweet. There's just a hint of funk in there. It has spice. I'm really going to have to come back to this one because this one is amazing so far. This is very light on the scent. And I would say there's like no funkiness to it. There's just a very slight hint of like hose rubber. It's very slight. But it has a lot of the same notes that a whiskey does to me. Like the sweetness, maybe vanilla. Oh, that is very disappointing on the flavor. If I didn't know these were all at least 80 proof, I would say this is like 60 proof. I wonder if it's because this last one was so good that this one tastes so flat. That is bland. There's nothing wrong with the flavor. It's just watered down, it tastes like. And it kind of tastes like a really bland, weak whiskey to me. That's the worst so far. The last one. This one smells interesting. Has like a cherry. There is a Jamaican funk in there. I would definitely be able to pick out that this was Jamaican rum. Oh, that cherry though. Maybe the cherry is sort of what I think is a dried fruit. I'd say the funkiness is there, but it's toned down a little. Cherry and a little bit of funk. Smells good. A little disappointing on the flavor though. There is the same cherry, maybe slightly pineapple, and the funkiness I would say is middle of the road, maybe a little less. It's kind of disappointing because I like that cherry flavor there. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the road right now, and I'm going to compare them. I'm going to go through second, third, fourth time however many times I got to retaste these to adjust how I am rating them. I'm getting a lot more caramel on this darkest one. Slightly overcooked, not quite burnt caramel. Yeah, the flavor falls a little flat though. I am smelling on this one like honey bun frosting. Cinnamon bun frosting? Is there a difference? Maybe there's a little bit of cinnamon in there. I don't know, but it smells like cinnamon buns. It smells really good. It's a little weak on the flavor, but I think it's because it's 80 proof. Other than the fact that it's 80 proof, that is a really good flavor. This really smells good. It is very strong and it's very good. Yeah, out of all these, this is definitely a sipper. All right, I've got my ratings locked in, and this was so fun to me. None of these were bad. The worst one that I rated was just because it's not quite so flavorful, but it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say any of these were bad. It was poor, and the best of these was so good that I'm surprised that I liked it so much. It might be the highest rating that I've given ever. So let's start from worst to best and figure out which ones I like. I have no clue what they are, except for maybe I think I know what the best is. The worst, with a score of 47, which is poor, is Appleton Estate Signature Jamaican Rum. I thought it was going to be sort of middle of the road. It's the only one I would say isn't at least decent. It's poor. So at a price point of $25, that gives it a sipping rating of D and a mixing rating of C-. So not the worst, but it's the worst of all these Jamaican rums as an overall quality. Kind of interesting to see my mathematical formula for giving it a grade for sipping and mixing. That brings us to second place, which is Myers' Rum. Gave it a rating of 63, which is good. It's good rum. And being in a plastic bottle, that's saying quite a bit, I guess. This is the only one in plastic. This cost me $23 for a sipping value grade. That is a B+. And for a mixer value grade, that is an A-. Fourth place, which is the Navy Bay Rum. I gave it a 65 rating, which is good. It only cost $18, but it's good. It's a good Jamaican rum. And because it's so cheap, it has a sipping rating of A- and a mixing rating of A+. This is definitely a good buy. My bottle is getting pretty low, and I'm probably going to go buy another bottle of this. For third place, it is the Smuggler's Reserve Jamaican Rum. Cost me $27. I give it a rating of 70. And at that price for sipping, that is an A. And for mixing, that is an A+. Very impressed with this Smuggler's Reserve Jamaican Rum. For second place, Plantation or Planteray Xaymaca. Gave it a rating of 71. It is $36, which gives it a sipping value grade of A- and a mixing value grade of A. That leaves me with first place, which is Smith & Cross Jamaican Rum. I did not know just how much I like this one. I give it a rating of 92, which is exceptional. And it has a price of $38. That gives it a sipping value grade of A+, and a mixing value grade of A+. I know I liked it. I just didn't know that I liked it so much until I compared it to everything else. A big part of it is, I think it's percentage. At 57%, it has a big advantage over these 40%, which makes me think, why don't they come out with Jamaican Rum's higher proofs? Just water it down like 10% less. It might be a lot better. But that's not my business. I'm not making Jamaican Rums. I'll leave that to them. Just gonna say, Smith and Cross, keep doing what you're doing, because this is great. Now that I'm thoroughly tuned up, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.